Court of Zimbabwe finally grants the National Democratic Working Group Matabeleland South chairperson, that is Bhekimpilo Mbedzi. I can say it with confidence that there is nobody who deserves to be humiliated, to be arrested, for his rights to be taken away purely because the man is against the term extension of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, or against the bill of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. So the court finally granting a proper decision to give him a bail of 200 United States dollars. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. And according to the judgment that was handed down, issued on 3 August, and it is in Masvingo by the High Court of Zimbabwe. And I'll read part of the extract of this judgment, specifically page 10 of the judgment. It says, let me start it where it says, the lower court merely considered the prosecution's version and arguments and concluded that the interest of justice would be prejudiced by the appellant's admission to bail. This is a grave misdirection. The bail court must consider and balance the prosecution and the accused's case and then decide where the interest of justice lies. At this stage, the appellant has a right to bail provided that the interest of justice will not be prejudiced. The presumption of innocence operates in his favor. He cannot be refused bail without valid reasons. The appellant, during the bail application, placed on record his personal circumstances, inclusive of ties to this country. From this evidence, it is clear that he is of fixed abode. There is no evidence that he resisted arrest. There is no indication that his admission to bail prejudiced the administration of justice. Having perused the record of the lower court, read the ruling of the land magistrate, read the grounds of appeal, and the respondent's opposition to the admission of the appellant to bail, there is everything to suggest that the magistrate misdirected himself. It's good to hear such a judgment, at least being stern on these lower courts who are issuing political judgments. And it goes on to say, it is in the interest of justice to admit the appellant to bail pending trial. I am satisfied that the fears, if any, by the state would be adequately addressed by the imposition of appropriate bail conditions. In the result, the appeal has merit and there is legal basis to interfere with the exercise of discretion. There is a legal basis to interfere with the exercise of discretion by the lower court. In the circumstances, I order as follows. 1. The appeal against the decision of the magistrate refusing the appellant bail in CRB BTBP 1226/2026 succeeds, which means the appeal was successful. 2. The decision of the magistrate court is set aside and is substituted with the following. A. The applicant be and is hereby admitted to bail pending trial. B. The applicant shall deposit the sum of $200 with the clerk of court at Beitbridge Magistrate Court as bail deposit. C, the applicant shall reside at 24. So I don't need to give you the address but it's a public judgment anyway. People will have to see it. Beitbridge until the matter is finalized. D, the applicant shall surrender his passport to the clerk of court at Beitbridge Magistrate Court. This was unnecessary, and I can attest to you that Bhekimpilo Mbedzi is not guilty and will never be guilty by any standards. He never breached even this law of a ruthless law of Emerson Dambutso Mnangagwa. He did not breach any law. The law does not prohibit Zimbabweans to record a video and encourage Zimbabweans to protest. There is no law. If maybe he protested, if he did what was recorded on the video without a clearance, maybe, but the law also does not talk of clearance. The law talks of the members of the public informing the authorities of the intention to protest. But obviously, under normal circumstances, when they are informed, they are supposed to indicate that they have been informed, and that's it. There is no law that actually wants Zimbabweans to actually go into the pain they have to go through. If there is any, it is unconstitutional. You know, I've never actually bothered, but I've read part of this MOPO Act. I've not seen anything that empowers the Zimbabwe Republic Police to stop Zimbabweans, especially those who organize peaceful protests. So at least today, Mbedzi rather is going to sleep at home and is going to be with his family. Although there are conditions which, by the way, they are unnecessary. This is a man who wanted to fight for the freedom of his country. There is no way he will actually run away. But because we understand the current status quo, it wants to treat people in such a manner. They want to send a message. They want to inflict fear to the people of Zimbabwe. And I must undertake that we understand, but he has no case to answer. And we are very grateful that he is out. At least he would be with his family. You know, what happened to him, it was harassment. And thanks to the international community, Amnesty International, thanks to all individuals that actually, even the March and March, although it's not a good action, you know, sometimes it's easier to see the wrongs of others, not focusing on the wrongs that you are actually also doing. So also, before I go, let me actually remind you that on the 11th of August 2026, I would be releasing an EP album, an extended play album. It is already being distributed on various social media platforms. On YouTube, that album could be live streamed, could be streamed on the 11th of August. As well as all other digital platforms. All you need to do is to pre-order at Spotify. You can pre-order. The last time I checked, on YouTube, you can like the channel Hloniphani, which specifically deals with music. In fact, subscribe to that particular channel. Will keep you updated until the 11th of August. It is a pre-recorded album, which means there will be videos. They will also air on this channel, that is Hloniphani Global News. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us. Is signing.